Happy New Year, everyone! 2024.
Yay, I'm old.
Now we have to remember to write 4 instead of 3 when we're writing dates and everything. You just get into a groove and then they go and change it on you.
They keep changing it every damn day. It's ridiculous.
So this is our first video for 2024.
Yes.
Of hopefully many more to come.
Yes. Hopefully. We've got a few in the works.
But the main purpose of this video is to find out who the winners were. But we'll from our little Christmassy one. But we'll just talk about a few things that we've sort of been doing lately, and maybe what we would like to do for the channel moving forward.
Yeah.
Bit of feedback from people or something like that could be good. But,
some things.
One thing I have noticed is that the aerospace stuff has been well received.
Seems to be doing well. I think there's some people that have kind of just switched off because it's aerospace and they don't want to do aerospace, and that's fine.
That's cool.
It's perfectly fine. It is a bit dense, but the guys that are watching it seem to be taking it in very, very nicely.
Well, they're the ones that are going to take them into the battle.
That's it.
And go against the people who didn't want to take aerospace and went, oh, that's actually quite good.
Somebody did mention there was a condensed version of that in one.
When we do the low altitude and all that sort of thing, you can look at those.
Well, we might have a look at those rules and see how that works, and maybe give you a demo. Maybe some people who don't normally use aerospace will give it a crack.
Just a side thing. Ages ago, when they had the new, the clan invasion started happening. So we're going back a long time.
When I first started.
So there was always this hot debate about which one was better, the PPC or the we're hearing snoring as the talk. The standard PPC and then the ER PPC. There was always a big debate about which one was actually better.
Okay.
So I don't know. What were your sort of thoughts on it? Just to give you an idea, you've got an extra 5 hexes of range.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And no minimum range.
Yep.
For an extra 5 heat for the same damage.
Yeah.
And it's the same weight and all that sort of thing.
So the minimum range thing is the thing that would draw me in. But the extra range means that you can keep them at longer range for longer, so that's longer before they actually get into the minimum range. But that I see the guys and they're talking about, oh, this one's the worst, or that one's the worst, or this one's no good, or that one's no good. It depends. It all depends on what you want to do. I think the Act 5 has copped a lot of flack, and obviously the inner sphere large pulse laser is regarded widely as the worst weapon in the game. But if you're in a sphere,
by comparison to the clan equivalent,
if you're in a sphere and you want -2 on your laser and you want it to go a decent distance, then you haven't really got any other choice. You got to try and fit them in.
Yeah.
But But yeah, I would take. I don't know, if it was going like an awesome style thing, I'd probably take the ER PPCs. If I was going something like a Panther, I might take the ER PPCs, but it'd be closer. But I don't know, it all depends on how far I want to keep people away and stuff. Usually well away.
So I was thinking the awesome it might benefit from having a combination of both.
Yeah. What does the 9Q have? It's all ERs, isn't it? Or is it just 4 PPCs? I think
there's a 4 PPC and there's one that had 3 ER PPCs, and then you had to monitor your heat with it. It was a lot more. But if you could just swap some of them out, I just think a combination of both would be quite good. And the storyline, it's all new technology, so they wanted to get it out to their frontline units and things like that. But it's a lot of extra heat. A lot of extra heat.
A lot of extra heat.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you just switched all 3 for the awesome, you'd get 15 extra heat every turn. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can't cope with that.
No, it's a lot.
You wouldn't be able to salvo fire. You wouldn't be able to fire everything. With standard, you can fire everything 3 turns, and then 2, and then 3, and then 2, and then 3, and then 2.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do that with ERs. No. Not if you switched them all.
So we've got Pillars here. She's filling some stuff in the background here. This is Marvel Crisis Protocol we've got set up here. We are talking about BattleTech and everything, but this is Marvel Crisis Protocol, and it's a lot of fun. We've actually been looking into some of the other games that are out there, things that we have played in the past, and just haven't had a lot of time. Haven't had a lot of time to sort of have a look at them. But with some public holidays and whatever else, the new year and what, it's been quite good. We've had a chance to look at some things, but we're hoping to have another video come out at some point that's going to have some of the games that we played before. We're going to have it's like one video, because you and I played like a whole 6 or 7 different games before. So we just want to, but I want to get them all together because they're actually quite good. Now that we've started sort of playing again, just to do a talk comparison to how it was back then. Now we've sort of played a few more games and things like that. So it's good. And there's so many good, cool games out there now. It's just, and the skirmishing stuff seems to be quite popular.
I just like the low model count. It was like Warhammer and Warhammer 40k and all of that, and it was like dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of things.
Yeah.
And I mean, I never used to have them all. I used to just use cardboard and a few skeletons on it, and that was it. But trying to buy all of those models and keep them somewhere and use them on the table, and then you could have something this fun with like half a dozen models. It's cool.
Yeah. So Wizkids that do the attack wing, the Star Trek attack wing or whatever it is, they're actually bringing out a new version of the same sort of thing. They're keeping it going. It's just another one that they're doing.
Oh, okay.
And it's more to a correct scale. So I think that they put them together. They had the Defiant, right? So the new Defiant is like quite a bit smaller, but there's a lot of detail on them. And what they give you is a card more like this for your ship.
Okay.
So it looks pretty cool. It's they're not going to have a lot to begin with because they're just going to release. But there's the Defiant. There was the Defiant. It was compared against them. But they're talking about like having ships like Galaxy class, like the Enterprise, which is a lot bigger than the Defiant. But they're going to have it to scale, which I thought was very interesting. But it adds more. So you put power to like shields and engines in your, so it's like, it adds a lot more than rather just it does this and move the dial and you've got this counter on you, which was fun because that's quick.
Yeah.
But it's like any system, I imagine. Once you've played it for a while, you'll sort of know
you got to learn how it
works.
works. Some of them can bog you down like really, really badly, but most of them, once you learn how it works, you can crack through it pretty quick.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. We have the poll. The poll is up for the next rolls for the BattleTech series that we've been doing for the different.
Juggernauts.
Yeah, so it's going to be Juggernauts.
That was very touch and go for a little while there. I think Ambusher was getting votes, and then I did Juggernaut, and then Brawler went like nuts. I thought, I'll jump on the bandwagon and go Brawler, and then Juggernaut started to catch up. And I'm like, just go with the one you want to do, Tarron. Go with the one you want to do. So I went back to Juggernaut, and we're like 1% out now. So that worked quite well. I got some good ones for Juggernaut.
There's going to be some interesting designs to talk about for Juggernaut.
We're kind of building it up to like the big powerhouse type things.
Yeah,
which is really, really cool. I like some of them, but I think the lowest you get is like 40 tons, which is a
40-ton Juggernaut was interesting actually.
The Whitworth,
really?
Yeah, okay. There's one that's listed as a Juggernaut. We'll go through that on the day, but
very lightweight.
Very lightweight Juggernaut, but they go up to 135 tons. So
that's true.
All the Ares variants are Juggernauts.
Yeah. But other things for this year, things we sort of want to do, we'll keep going with BattleTech, but there are some other game systems, like I said, that we've been sort of looking at, and we'd like to sort of have a look at those because they're sort of progressing and growing. There's some favourites that are still out there that don't really get a good look at, I think, and we should probably fix that. Just for curiosity.
Some, games that you guys might find fun that if we give it a play on here and you see how it goes, you might think about I might actually get that one.
But that's the plan. What else, Pella? We were talking about some other stuff, weren't we? Can't remember.
I got a bunch of workshop videos I want to do.
Yeah.
I just have to get my butt in gear and do them.
There was the question about the scouting scenarios.
Oh yeah. So one of the workshop videos that I've wanted to do for a while, I actually mentioned was like working on ways to make your scenarios more complex or like ramp up the difficulty curve sort of thing. And the one that I was going to focus on was actually scouting. So I've had quite a few ideas. I think I've narrowed it down to what I want to do. So either I'll sit down and do that, or we might even sit down and do that as a like a workshop video.
And you can question the validity of your...
Yeah, Adam can sit there and listen to me dribble crap and then pull it all apart, and it'll be fun. And you guys don't have to do it then; he can do it for you. Yeah, but that'll be one. And then I got a bunch of like equipment and stuff that I want to get into, because a lot of it gets mentioned now. We're moving into actual like specifics of units and things. And a lot of the stuff is higher tech. So things like the different armor types. I don't think we've gone through armor types. There's a bunch of weapons that we haven't really mentioned. Equipment that we haven't really mentioned. There's different types of internal structure that you can get that we haven't really sort of like dug into. So there'll hopefully be like a boatload of little tiny workshop videos that Pillar can hang on to and then dish out to you guys like one at a time sort of thing. But we'll sit down and record a bunch of them at some point. Yeah. And I wouldn't mind getting some like quick scenario like battle report things done. I got a few ideas for some just low BV, fast 1, 2 to 4 unit things that we can do.
Yeah.
Oh, we still got to do the Seabill scenario thing.
That's right, we do.
Crap.
We've got everything ready to go. It's just there's so many good ideas everyone's had. We're like, we'll do that one next.
I keep forgetting.
When that Seabill battle is finally done, I think I'm gonna cut all the time when you said in the videos, oh, we're gonna do the Seabill.
But
that's gonna be the intro. Yeah.
Hey, look,
2019. We're gonna do the Seabill.
I was gonna say it was a solid like year ago when we started talking about that.
But there's always like new news and something else comes along and you say, oh, let's have a look at that.
And play a different scenario or whatever. But that was that's star on star as well. So
yeah. So that's that'll, you want to make a good video of that one actually, because that'd be a good battle.
Well, a couple of people have mentioned that they wouldn't mind seeing that sort of game. So yeah.
And then there was the question of how Tarron has made his defense force for Australia.
Well, look, we can move on to that because we'll figure out.
We're going to roll for the comment anyway.
So what happened is, well, look, I was a bit disappointed because no one made an effort to actually build like a force that could defend Australia.
It was like the first thing he said was, "I'm going to make them pay that." Nobody did anything with it, and I'm sad. So now I guess I have to make like a $35 billion or 35 billion Seabill defense force for Australia.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
There's $10,000 hammers.
It's a dude with a rifle that costs 16 million. He's going, I don't fire this. It's 200,000 a round.
But it blows up tanks.
But it blows up like he can blow up the universe if he fires at the wrong.
It's that guy off one of the Spider-Man movies where he's trying to get a. Oh, you haven't watched it, have you?
No.
It's funny. Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All right, so let's find out who the winner was of this. So even though nobody made like a force or whatever, that's fine. Look, there were some people who commented. We had 10 different people who commented, and there was some cool stuff there anyway. So we're going to.
I think Mikey's one with the industrial mechs, artillery duels, all that sort of. But industrial mechs, I want to get into industrials, tripods, support vehicles, because industrial and support vehicles are kind of similar, and the tripods are just really, really cool.
They're just cool, because they're the 360, aren't they? They can. Yeah.
And the Ares that's going to come up in the Juggernaut one and the Poseidon as well are both tripod mechs.
That's right. Yeah.
But you can technically build them any size. You don't have to build tripods super heavy. You can build like a 30-ton tripod mech, which is like really cool.
That would be quite handy. Yeah.
So Yeah, remind us. Put it in the comments. Tarron said he was going to do tripods, industrials, and support vehicles, and that'll help me get it done.
Hold him to it. It's going to make me help him. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 10 people who commented. All right. So we're going to just roll a die. We seem to be doing that a lot, but that's okay. It works. It's fine. It's all good.
And you got a numbered list there.
So I've got everyone here. So here we go. All right.
Here, can you roll inside of this?
Roll in here.
Yes.
Official.
Hold on. It has to be verified. There we go.
Yes. All good.
Yes.
This is legit.
We have number 6, Adam Whitehead, 111.
I was going to say he actually put a really good one in there.
There were some good ones.
Yeah. So won a trophy this year, which is cool for most sporting in a guild ball tournament, which awesome.
Which is odd because that's not really, it's not supported anymore. I don't think they canned it. But
people are still playing.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. It's
it doesn't get supported, but if you're still into the game, then it'll just keep getting played.
It's like Blood Bowl and Games Workshop stopped supporting it.
I'd still play Blood Bowl if I could be bothered going and seeing people all the time. But he was saying, how about a blockade run scenario with rolling maps? Each time a new map comes on, a new lance, a star of slow mech spawns for the fast lance or star to evade. I had something very similar in mind at one point as well. So I quite like that one. And if you guys feel like a cool scenario idea, give that a crack.
We should make a side scroller out of it.
Yeah. We can probably try a rolling map game at some point, I think, and see how we go with it. I was quite happy with Derek's comment though, the Hellbringer splitting his shot and getting 2 headshots.
If we had money like Mr. Beast or whatever it is, I'd go and get like one big long mouse mat that's like 30 meters long, and that's the rolling mat that you have to use.
Yes.
It has like a rolling thing, so you just sort of...
It could be like a conveyor belt. It just goes around under the table.
Before those video games, they had the little things and you'd like it, you'd have a little bell on it if you didn't jump or whatever.
Yeah, yep. I had them.
Old school.
Dear, oh dear. Yeah. But Adam won.
Yes.
Well done, buddy.
Do we have contacts?
So what we need to do, mate, is get in touch with us with your current details so we can sort this out. It's basically a $50 shopping spree.
So him emailing?
So email us. So sales@alphastrike.com.au. We're very easy to find. It's on Facebook. Send a message there, however you need to. Shoot up a flare. I don't know. Talk to Comstar. Send him a message.
Pay your damn phone bill.
Pay your phone bill. That's right.
Always pay your phone bills.
That recent Optus thing, it's like a Comstar versus Blake's secret thing. Maybe Telstra took it down. So you can't have that.
That was them battling it out on some distant planet.
That's right. Yeah, that's it.
Gone, oh, crap. Can't maintain service. We've got to put mechs on the floor.
We've run out of Cat 5. Anyway. All right, so that's it. So yes, thank you for joining us for this video, but thank you for supporting us at all that time.
Last year.
We're ready to go into the new year.
One.
Yeah. What is it? Year of the Dragon for those people who are into the
Is
Chinese.
it? I haven't looked yet.
Sure.
Well, that starts in February.
Yeah, it's not after.
We usually find out in February, but yeah.
So this year it's dragons. I mean,
well, we got
cool.
we've
got Scottish water horses.
Okay. So apparently,
and Azure kingfishers. The Kelpie is a breed of Australian cattle dog type thing, sheepdog, but it's also the Kelpie is a mythological Scottish horse that lives in rivers.
Yeah. Okay.
Boom.
Did you know that the kookaburra, the Australian kookaburra, is actually part of the kingfisher family?
Yes.
So same sort of. I know you did.
All right.
I didn't.
You didn't. Well, now you do. It's so good. They go.
They're
that one's
basically
smaller.
the same branch or whatever it is.
That's right.
They're all related to kingfishers.
Yeah. So they've sort of been everywhere, haven't they?
Man,
that's cool. But watch. If you've got kookaburras and you're having a barbecue out in the woods or whatever, just be careful because they'll swoop and take it.
Half the guys that are watching are in bloody Canada or New Zealand, so they're not getting kookaburras in Canada.
No. Giant moose. You have to
import one.
So there we go. All right, so that's it. And we're going to go now because we'll just keep talking. So that's it.
And we're gonna have a game of.
We're gonna have a game. We're gonna give another go of Marvel. We've got Avengers versus the Cabal. It's all the standard miniatures from the first set.
I get to be the bad guys again because Crossbones is just awesome.
He is pretty cool.
He's
when you
the
buff
best.
him up with other characters helping him.
Good stuff.
All right, everyone. Take care. See you in the next video.
Bye. Guys.
Bye.